Welcome, welcome everyone to my monthly reading from May 2015. And I'm dropping it on this full moon in Scorpio night. So that's kind of cool. It's May 3rd, so I believe in some locations it'll be May 4th. I think in my time it's like 11:45 or 44 something. Anyway, it's going to be out there. Grab your cameras in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio for this evening. And happy birthday to the Taurus people still celebrating. And welcome in May. Happy birthday to the Gemini folk. And wishing you all the best. And for the Taurus people, you have a new moon May 17th, 18th, something like that. Follow those astrologers. And I love the month of May, and I brought out some flowers. Little Beachy's down here. Hi, Beachy. You walk around. You are. Do you see the nice flowers? This home that I have moved into here uh, is loaded with plants, and it also has some watch the books now, come on, that's what we're reading. um uh Gardenia, one gardenia bush, but the first one that bloomed, just I put them all in the refrigerator. I just pulled these out of the refrigerator because I picked them on when was it, Saturday morning, yesterday morning. But anyway, it's May here in my zone. So northern hemisphere, so I will welcome the springtime. And for all of you now changing also, you're becoming, I believe, in your autumns. But it's wonderful time. And here we have this full moon to look forward to. Again, transitioning, transformation, becoming our own magicians within is the focus. And I believe we can go for that. Now, because of this full moon in the Scorpio water sign, I wanted to bring out the mermaids because we haven't worked with them in a while. And I figured this would be nice. And since I'm uh, putting this video out today with this full moon, I figured that would be some good currents to follow, right? We follow the currents with the gals. Okay, and because of Taurus and Venus in the house, uh, Venus rules Taurus and the Libra, but I have to bring these out because I just personally feel they come in good, they work well, and I think why not with Venus? Oop, doesn't want to kind of stand, so I'll just put it right here for now. Uh, so that's kind of where I'm coming from. And then I also wanted to bring the tarot, uh, the Rider Tarot deck. I think it's also for us really to get into that magician's. It's pretty simple. It's the traditional one. Many are follow it. So let's see what this traditional deck has in store for the month of May 2015. Okay, so get yourselves comfortable, and I'll just pick those 9 cards out. I think I'll work with 9 of uh, the um, Rider Rider Waite. I think it's also known as. It's been around a while. I think since the 1900s. I think over 100 years. So I believe. Beachy said something. She meowed, so maybe she's agreeing with me or disagreeing with me, right? We don't know those cats. And I'll pick 3 of the Love Tarot, 2 of the Mermaids, and finally close with the Oracle of Mermaids. Okay. always throw yourselves with thoughts out here too, those who follow me and kind of get where I come from. You know, send your energies. It's call it telepathy, call it vibrations, call it mojo, call it what you want to. But let's see if we can collectively have a good reading, and especially for the birthday people, okay? But for all of us as well. Truly, I personally I like to look forward to the monthly readings because it kind of works. Mm, okay, okay. Look at these two here. Oh boy, I pulled out all three at once. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but we've got three. Let me just pull one more. Okay, three. I think that's only happened a couple of times, but you can feel. Um, like sometimes you can just feel these cards. They just, you know, they want to make a voice. They want to sing out loud, not in the shower. Okay, okay. Well, this one and this one's turned up. So let's just read it because I personally thought I had turned all these cards, but it says break free. And what a wonderful dolphin energy to come through. Oops, let me see. Oh boy, I hope I don't. What I do with the little glasses. I'm sure they're around here. But anyway, it says, try try different ventures and experience as a way to grow and learn. Okay, well that's good. That's really good. Hold on, let me just see if I can find the. Okay, well, we'll just work through it right now. I thought I had set up the glasses because it's going to be hard for me to read now. But anyway, this is a wonderful card to open up for this full moon, this water sign Scorpio, and it's saying break free. So let's let's work with that one. Okay, let's go for it. Okay. Well, and I'll just pick that break free was on top there. It wanted to show itself. I think it's wonderful. We've been working with the dolphin divinations too. I think they've been wonderful. So, yes, that's a wonderful card to open up May 2015. And whatever you're considering, it's time. Become your authentic self as much as you can. Start the process if you feel there's something truly, that's what it was saying here. Just go for it. Um, and not in selfish ways. It's really what the soul is requesting. It's what the soul is requesting of you. You know when it's ego and when it's something that is totally within. Okay? All right. Well, let us see how the reading goes for everyone for the month of May here. And we've seen breakthrough come opening with this full moon in Scorpio. So I find that very exhilarating. Okay, well, here we are. It begins with some stressful moments still for many of us, and that's uh, what happens also with when we start going through the spiritual process, this awakening, it brings chaos in a way to us. Especially if we are negative people, the negativity may come a little more because we're not focusing on a peaceful nature. So, let us really start opening up our minds to being in a peaceful place. This world can be a peaceful place, and in many areas, it is a beautiful, peaceful place. But sometimes mentally, and the swords is an air sign, so it does stand for our thoughts, our mental thoughts, with fear. with fear. Fear is just really the the least thing you want to focus on. Okay, we don't concentrate on fear or evil. Okay, we just don't, and that way we don't have to be being placed in those positions of mental, uh, you know, anguish or defeat or whatever it is, negative. Okay, we keep moving forward. Okay, so here we have the Hangman. Yes, Major Arcana. And this is a good place to focus ourselves. You know, in the silence, we're positioned in a way that we're just going within. Okay, and this is to gain the the position, the proper position of not self-sabotaging ourselves anymore. You know, not dealing with people that just, you know, from the get out, once they walk into your residence or your place of business or whatever, it's just a negative vibe. Okay, so we got to go within to find out who can we keep and who should we release from, um, you know, and it's really us who can do it. You know, some people exit from our lives on their own and kind of welcome that, really. Okay, because they're also having something told to them. And let's say if you're people who are of addiction and also are trying to exit from that, you know, they can't stay with that kind of people. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like you want to awaken to, you know, and that also brings better codes. I mean, you know people where you're at in life. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles riding in, and this is nice to know from this tarot deck because this tarot deck also, because it was written a long time ago, it works with the chivalry aspect of life, but yet that it was a lot of, you know. You have to be courageous because there's a lot of warring. I mean, you know, there's a lot of hate. So, but the Knight comes in of Pentacles, bringing in the Earth message that we, you know, there's opportunity for us. Okay, opportunity with making money, making resources, planting again. I believe this is called the flower moon, also month of May for us here in our, you know, the springtime coming through for the northern hemisphere. I apologize, I'm not familiar with the moon for your area, uh, for the southern people. But anyway, yes, uh, and for those, you know, wanting to plant something, release it with this new moon, excuse me, full moon. Okay, just, you know, let go of whatever no longer serves. We've spoken of that forever, and initiate now. And usually full moons is when things are have already rooted and they're going to fruition. Okay, so if you've been working on something, maybe this will come through, like these beautiful gardenias blossom now in this time in the month of May. You know, it's just, it happens for you. Okay, so let us see what the love tarot brought us, because these three jumped out at us. And look who's here: the opportunist, the Prince of Wings, the Prince of Swords, the Prince of Spades. And I'd get up to look for my glasses, but I'm not sure where I put them, so I don't want to exit to look for them. But I thought that, you know, they'd be right here. But, um, you know, he's like a challenger, because he's a mental aptitude personality. You know, he's pretty cut and dry. Uh, um, you know, that's why he can, you know, like have that sword, like Zorro had his, you know, symbol cut and dry. You know, everybody knew he was just by that sword cut, because it's pretty much that's how it is. And a challenger is okay because sometimes some of us need a little kick in the bottom to put us in the right direction. Now we have the Princess of Coins here, and she's called the ingenue, you know, like she has a focus, and that's to restore resources, for the kingdom. Because court cards, we have some court cards here. We have people of position here, and people that you know are the leaders of others, and so we pray that they lead correctly, and that's what we need right now. Look at all this, and God bless, the people from the earthquake in India, and how what's trickling, and please, people, I am not political, I'm not, but I honestly, I can't even turn my face to this. I mean, I have to respect and respond, and yes, I mean, the governments, get it together. Mother Nature speaking is what we can say. Anyway, take care of your resources. Sometimes I think if anything happens, God bless, in America here, I'll start planning stuff out here, like, oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. And now we have the two of shells near the nine of wings. So I did pick them up, all the three ones here. I think this came out of the three, or unless that was the first three, but nonetheless, with the nine of wings, that's that also, that when you've got all those swords there, and totally, you know a challenging competitioning everybody on you kind of thing, and you have to think with mental clarity. You really do. And so now this, like, really, this full moon dropping today, think of that if you watch this video today. And I apologize not getting it out earlier, but let's harness these energies, and we can see that there's a lot of mental people, or people thinking a lot of mental thoughts regarding um, upcoming events, okay? But we need to think more of that mental clarity. Razor sharp is good, but yet we do it with good heart. Okay, that's why I love the King of Cups, because he rules the kingdom with that mental clarity, but he comes from his heart. Okay, and he thinks about the future of resources, of money. Okay, and so we do have the Knight of the Pentacles here riding through. Okay, with the princess, saying yes, our resources, again, what's happening over there in the Islam and Syria, losing all their ancient artifacts, to looters, which, trying to feed their own children. It's a thing of karma, but uh, we of us who can do something can need to send, you know, and even if it's not physical resources, you send that spiritual resource, okay, of love and peace and hope and faith and knowledge, okay? And the knowledge is to put ourselves in this position, okay, so that we can break free from, corrupting ourselves anymore with either people we're socialized with, our within our own minds, because there's love here. There's abundance of love and romance. And whether you begin with yourself, which would be so killer right now with this full moon, to break free and take that, self-love approach. I'm going to love me first. And if anybody says that's selfish, then say right on. you know, when I start taking care of me, I'll be there for you too. And that's how you say it. But first, I got to regroup, because the reading is saying, and it's not saying just so much you're the one bringing it all in. You can have, family, friends, coworkers sending it to you. So you're going to break free and start loving on yourself. And then that's what we're going to attract, that peace and love. And now we have to do it. We cannot go into these wars anymore. This is just Mother Nature stepping in, you see. And we're talking about ancient civilizations too, because now they're not teaching us, you know, what we need to learn, which is love and abundance. And Mother Earth offers that abundance, but she'll take it away too. She did more than just shake off some fleas with this earthquake, but That's why we all have to respect, and have a healing heart. Oh my gosh, you're a powerful healer. Keep up your good work. So here, the healing card. This is what I think, not I think, but in the way, as you know, when especially Mother Nature, when it's earthquakes, typhoons, tsunamis, hurricanes, things like this. Uh, that's when the healing comes up, because we know it wasn't something done malicious, like war, but when Mother Earth is now, so she's directing everybody, like, boy, this is important. And you see, so we want to make sure that we all become these healers, not haters. Okay, we're healers, not haters. We're going to start sending this love and this peace. And there's so many billions of us to do it. We can, we're all electromagnetic energy, all of it. So you thoughts, if you think negative, that's what comes around. You get what you give. I believe in that. And self-forgiveness, loveliness. If you are feeling this way sometimes, and we've all been there, trust me. I can honestly say I'm a totally different person than I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Okay. But where I'd like to be 5 years and 10 years from now is showing peace and love, and knowledge and wisdom of how it's not difficult to show peace and love, you know, and it's here for us, okay? And let go. What a wonderful time to let go of the old guilt, and remember that you're a God's perfect child, and we are, self love yourself, because that's what God is really saying. Look, self love yourselves because I love you. Show that love, show that shine, beam like that. And that's why we were talking about, every time you go out, or even if you're in a house, you're wondering where the sun is. Why I like this house, because it has a lot of light, glass blocks. So, you know, I like that. And I know, because I live near the beach, I know where west is. So, obviously in my area, the west, the sun sets in the west. But let's forgive ourselves. Let's finally, I know some of you all are new to watching these kind of videos, and that's wonderful, wonderful. But for those of you who can say, okay, I've been watching and watching, and you're still kind of in ruts, and ruts happen, trust that. Think of an earthquake right now. I mean, I just send in healing is what we can do. And honor the masculine. Whoa, this is really okay, my friends. Well, I'm going to have to stand up right now, because honestly, I know I won't be able to read this, but let us honor the masculine, okay? Because we've been speaking where we're bringing in the feminine principle, okay? In the respect that it is the goddess energy, the peace, the love, the Venus. But remember, these goddesses, they war as well, okay? There's many of them, and Venus is one. Pele, all of them, Hecate, just. But let us, that's why I talk about my boy, to heal and to show the love, because I believe in this. I honestly do. So please forgive me. I turn off the thing, but uh, well, you know what? It's the last card. I'll just turn it off and turn it back on. Okay. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. Thanks for the hold there. But I definitely feel that right now, with what we're dealing with these wars and earthquake, that it's, you know, the divine is coming in to saying, look, you can take yourselves out, but know that so can we, so can I, so can, these are forces of nature. And please let us honor. And so I'm very curious to see, and this number is 10. So in Major Arcana, 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, which goes round and round. So, sometimes it goes up and sometimes it goes down. So let us feel confident that uh, we're, going to move onward with honoring the divine feminine, which loves male. Okay, that's the women love the men. The women love the women. The women love. So let us no more warring men. And the message here, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. And the mermaids sing. For many of the men of this world, there is a sense of confusion, shame, and uncertainty about about who they are meant to be. If they are masculine, powerful, dominant, and assertive, they run the risk of being seen and experienced as controlling and cruel. Many men feel that their sense of vulnerability and their emotional self has to be buried with an active self, a self who fixes, who knows what to do, who satisfies, and who makes sure all is well. The idea of masculinity has been corrupted and overtaken culturally, just as the concept of femininity has been hurt too. And we have many wounded heroes, wounded goddesses, wounded gods in our world. This does none of us, male, female, heterosexual, every sexual, homosexual, any good at all. It is necessary for us all to reclaim the sacred aspects of masculinity, to recreate and encourage a healthy masculinity that is unique and encouraged, supported, and listened to. We have so many stereotypes about how a man must behave, and men are suffering, perhaps in some ways even more so than women, as they have been so disconnected from their true selves. Okay, the divination with this card, it reads, okay, when this card comes to speak to you, okay, I'm just trying to, no glare. When this card comes to speak to you, if you are a man, it is time to understand, embrace, and truly honor the expression of your masculinity. Think back to your childhood and youth, before you were told who you are. What is it to be a man? By your culture and by your family and through your schooling and relationships. Who are you? Consider the possibility that your own masculinity has been constructed to protect you. Perhaps some aspects of what you have been taught have created sadness, shame, and may even have ensured you missed out on a full and authentic experience as a man so far. Men are sensitive, men are sacred, men are gods, and the powerful insight, oops, sorry, I'm working with one hand. And the powerful insight of the merfolk can show you how to go deeply into the way of your gender has shaped your destiny this lifetime. The merfolk encourage you to reshape it into a form that expresses who you truly are, not who you were taught to be. Okay, there you go. And wouldn't we love to show that our men are, embracing all signs of their ways, you know, men who cook, men who decorate, architect, the athletes that we've always admired. But let's just show the love, no more wars. Let's get out of that. Um, that's not, that's gonna kill that's gonna annihilate many of us. There's not necessary anyway. But for all of us watching videos like mine, just love yourselves, love your animals, smile. And even if there's a little, just stay away from people who want to cause you, especially like myself, people find out that you're a spiritual personality, and it's like, I've the haters hate, just avoid as much as you can. But you know sooner or later, the killing kind of kindness with the thing that kind of works, I tell you that. So okay, my friends, love you much. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao. And happy birthday, Taurus and Gemini. Kick some ass this month.